now we're gonna go do some real work.
Nothing like starting another project.
Yay!
Right here, going straight down to the fence line. The frontage on the
Hold on, you're behind the poop pile. I'm just kidding.
Depends on which side of the poop pile you're on. A straight line that's cleared and wide all the way down to the frontage.
So it's gonna be fence 1.
So that'll be fence 1, and that fence is off the yard space. But we can fence down to that. That fence wraps around to the well pad. It comes around there at the back of the building here. If we come out that way, there's a good spot where we can get out past the garden and turn uphill back to the road at the top, and turn downhill and connect to that same corner post above the well pad.
Okay.
And then if we do that, that creates, was it a third of an acre pasture pen here.
But you past these trees, there's actually quite a bit of standing grass.
Yeah.
And there's quite a bit of like
So
actual pasture
we're gonna
things.
walk out through here, and there's a few big open grass patches.
Like meadow, yeah.
And there's a ton of trees in here, but this is the flattest ground I have. If you step off of this pad back to the native right there, from there down to the road, it's no more than about, I think the maximum elevation is about 15 feet. But it's like
Gradual.
100 feet and 100 and something feet. And so it's not very steep. It's the least steep ground, natural ground that I have anywhere. We've got a good screen wall of vegetation on the outside of the fence down there. So I think I kind of want to get it fenced and turn the animals out here and let them just devastate it. And then we'll knock down the trees and let them strip the trees, get real actual pasture grass planted in, and have a third of an acre of pasture.
You also got water access here. So you can actually put a sprinkler, you can actually do quite a bit here.
Irrigate that pasture and have a real solid, good, tall growth pasture. So
like all the time.
Yeah, so then the ruminant animals can be in here. Hopefully they could be turned out, say 1st of June for 2 weeks into this pasture and have the ability to browse on it. And then after that, go out to the woodlands. And we would have an 1.5 acre pasture down here on the downhill side. And then they would go out to the 3 acre pasture. And then they would come back to the 2.5 acre pasture. And then probably make their way back around. And by the time they got back into this pen, it would be grown up with thick grasses, and they could go back into there to eat it. And that would give these a rotational path to kind of get a break, bounce back. Now the moisture's turned off. We're not going to get anything till the end of August. So whatever growth we got is there, unless it's irrigatable. And even if we need to, we could go to the woodlands and back to the irrigated, and then back out to a far pasture, and back to the irrigated, and back and forth as needed.
Because you can keep it wet and growing.
Yep, because we can get this growing up and keep it in that juvenile stage where it's tall, eat it down to 6 inches and get them off, you know. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I think it'll work out better long run. The jungle adventure walk.
Got one with the steel, and the ladies get the Milwaukees. I get the hatchet. I get to film and do the hatchet.
I think he's got it. Okay.
ya, buddy.
What's that?
She was saying, with you now. Yeah. I said, I've been trying my whole life. It's no use. Just go at your own pace.
So, I think this is about the corner right here on this shiny rock. Because I've got a pretty dead straight line to the back corner of the building. And I'm downhill these trees, but they're limbed up enough they won't be trying to climb the fence to eat anything. And I'm 3 to 5 feet away from the trees on this line. And everything that you're standing in can come out eventually. Got a pretty clear path about 6 feet up from that juniper straight through. And then from here, I can see the edge of the juniper where we push the dirt off to connect for the gate.
Yeah.
I can see that edge of that juniper right there. And it's a straight shot up here. That's about it, really. A little bit of low-lying scrub maple and a few things like that. So I think that makes the pasture line going up and the cutoff for the garden and gets us around the rock pit for the garden. And then right here to that tall maple on the skyline, I don't think you can see it from there, but is a straight shot, and all I see here is scrub maple. So come right here and on the corner point. This little triangle rock.
Like you got rocks here.
I know. There's a big vein of massive rocks right through here. That's what comes down. And this is that seep that exposes at the corner
Yeah.
that was sloughing off 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You can look up here.
Do you have a spider on me?
Yeah, good.
Oh my gosh. You saved my life.
You're welcome. Just stand right here. So you can see, you kind of lean out, you see the tall juniper.
Yeah.
The closer one, right?
Yeah, it is all scrub.
It's all scrub through there. A couple of junipers, but not much brush. Not much actual tree.
What if you came down with the excavator down here?
It's like this.
Oh.
And
Well,
I'm
don't
gonna
you have to shove it
need to
anyway?
do it anyway, but I can come through there. It might just take me a little bit more time to get there. But
Now is this too dangerous?
no, so see the tall dark green maple
Uh-huh.
right through the dead limb?
Yeah, I see that.
That tall dark green maple, the corner post is right at that tree. So it's right through here to that tree, to that corner post. And it's only that far.
So that's not far. That's not far. I bet you can get the excavator.
I'm sure we can.
Just come down with the excavator here.
Come through right here and come down our new little short road.
Yeah. But don't throw it away.
Yeah, don't throw it away and don't let me come over it.
Okay. I love you.
I love it. Look at all this grass in there that could.
Yeah, it should be great pasture. Okay. Go get your excavator.
All right, we're gonna get into this slope and just start tearing out this scrub and these bushes and shrubs and stuff to get that fence line cut. We've got a gap between campers, so now's as good as any. If we don't do it now, we've got weeks before we have a break. We've got steady bookings, so we need to get in there, get the line cleared, because it's not so big of a deal to go in and pound the posts in a couple hours, and then it's pretty quiet and we're kind of tucked and out of the way for stretching fence and tying off fence. That's quiet. But running a machine and ripping and tearing in there, that's not quiet, and I don't want to do that. We've got campers, so we're going to take advantage of it and get after it right now.
What's pretty wild is that Mark just coming down the hill, all of a sudden we have a road or a fence line. And I always just am so impressed with this machine and what it could do and how quickly it can do it. Looks like he's at a pivotal point of the mountainside where it's kind of steep and rocky. There's the fence line to do a whole bunch of two pastures, to separate two pastures. That's amazing. I think he's moving a big rock. This way? You're gonna go through there? We can get that branch. We can get that branch. We can get that branch. You don't have to get it.
I'm not gonna get it.
You look like you're gonna tip over.
What are you trying to tell me to do?
I'm saying we can get the small branches.
I'm not getting the small branch.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
You made me nervous. You look like you were gonna.
Just let me work.
Okay.
Now we got that fence line over there through the woods cut in yesterday. We're gonna start putting in some fences. We got campers coming today, so we want to work on the fences that are the closest to the campsite first. So we're gonna string out this one that divides the pretty yard from the pasture space over there. As we found out yesterday, it's too late in the season to push in wood posts. It's too dry, ground's too hard. When they do finally go in, the post is beat up pretty hard and they're loose. So we got everything to go in well enough over there for now. So we're gonna run these T-posts in and hang fence in here just to get animals in here for probably 3 weeks, maybe 4. Just long enough to get in here and strip this vegetation down, limb the trees up a bit, take off all the leaves and everything so that we can see into it well, know what we need to go in for clearing out to try to get it grass seeded. So we're gonna put our best behaved hay eaters in here and get them in here and just let them work this down and just work it right down to nothing for the next 3 or 4 weeks and whatever it takes to get it stripped down, and then we'll get it going after that.